here from Drake Wayne Gaming. Instead of you on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with another Let's Play episode of Roads Yet Traveled. So y'all, I'm using a headphone microphone instead of my professional one at home because I'm staying at my parents' for the night. But yeah, so the sound it'll be a little bit different. So I hope y'all don't mind. Anyway, alarm chain, you are up, and let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? All right. That is pretty long. As I readjust myself, I try to get more comfortable, but there's not a lot of wiggle room. If you don't mind, Doc. Of course. As he gets up, I hear the machine start to whir and of course feel nothing. I didn't expect to, but still. Doc leans back down. I can only see him out of the corner of my eye. He doesn't look nervous, just sad. He's done so much for me. I'd be happier if he didn't worry so much. Out of everyone here, he deserves to be happy that I'm out of my cell. I can't find a way to vocalize it, though. As the whir of the machine drowns out all thought, we sit in relative calm, but only breaks when Doc gets up to check on something. He gives a few non-committal grunts before coming back to rest beside me. It's cold, but not lonely. I nervously try to check on him every few minutes, craning my head uncomfortably back, yet trying to keep my movement to a minimum. It doesn't work all too well. He tries to spark up a conversation or two, but for some reason I find myself unable to respond. I don't think he takes offense, but what happened? I'm just not feeling well, I guess. Maybe tomorrow No, I promised. I have to tell him. Although, maybe I'll wait for when I can actually face him. The whirring continues and I almost nod off a few times, but after everything is done, I hear a few beeps and an excited Marruk rushes over to the monitor. The machine unlocks and slowly opens. Are you okay, Rias? Or do you need help getting up? He extends a paw that I am quick to take, as my legs have nearly fallen asleep. Sitting on the edge of the machine, my head feels like it's full of static. I struggle to reorient my body, which he notes. Are you okay, Rias? I reach over and use him as a support to get up, propping myself against him. He moves to catch me and once again brushes up against my neck, just barely. I look up only to be met with a mortified face. Right, shit. No, it's fine. I'm just tired. Really, here, let me... Gently swatting him away, I stand up on my own and stretch out a bit, letting the blood pump back into my limbs and clearing the fog from my brain. Doc still looks worried and invites me to come sit down as he works on his monitor. Now's the time to ask. But, ask for what? We've talked about how it's hard to ask for more right now. Even being out of that cell is a blessing, but... No. Maybe I can... The door slides open, causing me to jump as I whip my head to see who could possibly be. Fortunately, it takes but a moment for my eyes to adjust, and I see Marruk standing there with a tray of food. Has it been that long already? I guess I was in that machine for longer than I had thought. Doc casually readjusts his outfit and walks over to meet him. There you go. Water's on. Alright, that water is done. Okay. You're early. We weren't expecting you for another mark or so. Not happy to see me? Yeah, I thought I was your favorite patient. Huh. No, I hate to say it, but I think you've been replaced. Ha! You're so funny, Seno. Anyway, something's come up, so I can't make it later. So I decided better now than ever. Anyways, I was getting bored on my break. Well, I'm not gonna judge Marruk on his work ethic. The idea of him coming to see me earlier than he'd have is pretty surprising. Maybe he just wanted an excuse to eat lunch early as well. I won't complain, though, even if it's the same stuff as always. I need it today. Yeah, I'm basically falling asleep here. The Doc walks over and takes the tray from Marruk, allowing him to saunter around the lab a bit before grabbing the stool and sitting surprisingly close to us. As Doc is checking the food, though, he makes a face and pulls out his monitor, the screen struggling to spark to life as he holds it in his massive paw. He squints to see what is written before sighing. Well, it's a good thing that you got here when you did, Marruk. I need to step out for a moment. A professor needs me. I raise an eyebrow, but neither of them notices. Really? I mean, alright, if you say so, Doc. Can I... Marruk, can you stay here with Rias? What? Yeah, of course. Damn, Doc, my memory ain't that bad. Merwin still looks worried, but he sighs and turns to me. I'm sorry about this, Rias, but the professor is running into some issues and, well... It's fine. I could use a break right now anyways. He wants to say something, but he stops himself. As he realizes he has to go. Right, I'll be back in a mark or two. Stay here. I'll be safe. He waves and walks out the automatic door before I can respond. leaving me to just sigh and flop back against his desk. Damn it. I do need a break, but I also really need to talk to Doc about what's going on here. How I still feel trapped. Maybe I can bring it up later. With how long these days are, I should have plenty of time. It takes me a moment to realize it, but Marruk is staring right at me as I sit and ponder. Our eyes meet and I freeze. He, of course, doesn't say anything. He just sits and stares. Slowly taking another bite without breaking eye contact. Hi, Marruk. Rias. Thanks for bringing me lunch. Uh-huh. It's like trying to talk to a wall with this guy. I mean, I guess he was actually behind a wall for most of the time we've talked, but still. You're on a break, yeah? Yep. Busy later? Mm-hmm. This has got to be a joke, right? Is he messing with me? I swear we weren't on such bad terms before, before that we couldn't hold even the simplest of conversations. It's been what, a few marks since we last talked? Are you okay, Marruk? Funny thing. I was just about to ask you the same question. What? What's wrong, Rias? Doc's lab too scary? You much bigger up close? Too many pointy needles? What are you asking? He takes a moment to look me up and down before making eye contact again, this time through a faint sliver of blue shoots across his eyes. It's not intimidating. It's more like I could see his thoughts forming in real time. Okay, now. Oh, God. Water. 1 second, now. Let me grab this water. Alright, I got the water. Almost fell off my bed. Okay. Alright. I went into his, brain, not soul this time. You read like a bad book, Rias. You're sitting weird. That plucky confidence you had yesterday is fucking gone, and you can barely even face me. Don't make me force it out of you. I thought we talked about this. Shit, am I really that out of it that even he can read me? But wait, was Doc not able to see something was wrong? I guess my heart rate hasn't really gone up, but surely he... Rias! Come on, don't fucking zone out on me again. Right, sorry, No, wait. Damn it, Marruk. I don't know. Things are weird right now. I got out of that damn cell, but I can't force myself to feel better. I know I should, but I don't. I still feel scared and trapped and... I had to take a moment to calm down. I was rambling and I didn't notice, but my hands were balled and shaking. Marruk doesn't interject this time. In fact, the only reason I know he's still there is the soft sound of the crumbs falling into his lap, which he gently brushes aside. I'm scared, Marruk. I'm outside that cell and I thought that would be the answer, but you were right. It's not easier. It's not gotten easier at all. The silence persists. A single tear forms in my eye, but I do not let it cascade, wiping it away before more can be called. My breathing off kilter and jagged slowly returns to normal as the chill of the lab starts to sink its way through my skin. It's cold without Doc. Alright. I had almost forgotten I was talking to a Karain as Marruk stands up. He brushes himself off and takes a few steps away. Come on. I raise an eyebrow at him, but he does not elaborate. I get up to follow, but he just looks at me, confused. Is this not what he wanted? Rias, I know you're not a Karain, but I'd still suggest wearing clothes around the station. What is he... By the... I scramble to the desk and quickly hide behind some drawers as I throw my clothes back on. Have I had them off all morning? No wonder it was so damn cold. I hear Marruk snicker a few times, but to be honest, I think they were well-deserved. He picks up the food tray and heads to the door, which opens in his presence. Are you coming or what? We're leaving? He ignores me. Ignoring me, he takes a step out. The automatic door stays open just enough for a light to reach the room. As the grays and indulgent blues fade ever so slightly, I can't imagine simply walking out the door. Did Doc say to stay here? No matter how static it feels here, am I really going to follow Marruk of all Karain? Wait a minute. He has my damn lunch! Making sure I'm actually fully clothed, I slowly head towards the door. And a natural warmth comes over me as the light of the hallway envelops my form in a mechanical embrace. Not sunlight, but enough. Tentatively, I stick my head out of the doorway. No alarms or anything yet. Seems the hallway is in. Took you long enough. Ah! Turning, I see Marruk was waiting up against the wall just out of sight. Bastard. Where are we going? He just rolls his eyes and walks away. I do feel we should tell Doc that I'm heading out. But then he might not want to have it. Then he might not want us to leave. And since I'll be with Marruk, I don't think I'm breaking any rules. Not that they were even explained to me, really, and I can feign ignorance pretty damn hard if we do get caught. I'd say I'm quite the expert on playing dumb. Ah, shit. Hold on. He's not waiting for me. I don't bother asking where we're going again as we head down more blank hallways and empty corridors. I guess everyone is at lunch? Or working. I can't tell with this place. There are, of course, some Crane walking the halls, but they seem even less attentive than before. I catch a few rogue glances, but at this point, I'm still too out of it to care. As we walk further and further with no explanation, I start to get a bit worried. But the hasty nature of Marruk's march stops me from being able to bring anything up, as I'm too busy keeping pace. We pass through a few smaller doors as well as some massive archways that go around the whole hallway. Are those airlocks? I guess it's possible. I never imagined they'd be so big, though. Eventually, the hallways become even less occupied and even less well kept. There's paint scratched off in parts, rust accumulating on the fringes, the stains from the continual drip of the pipes. The wear and tear finally showing through the veneer of all their technological glory. It's a bit surprising to see, but somehow welcoming. There are things I know. These are things I know. I may not be friendly or well-wishing, but familiarity is in high demand, and I'll take what I can get. Although seeing rust on a spaceship can't be a great sign. Maybe I should tell Rune to come check it out. And Marruk is still a few paces ahead of me, takes a sharp turn around a poorly lit corner, and I stop hearing the sound of his footsteps. Turning the corner, I prepare for another surprise. This was not the surprise I was expecting. But Marruk? What is this? He simply offers me a glance before setting down the tray and taking a seat, not humoring me with an answer. This is beautiful. Is it real? Real? Like, is that? I can't even finish my sentence as I press myself up against the cold glass like a child in a museum. I was not one for astronomy back home. The stars were fascinating but cold. They felt distant and uncaring. While they were nothing that ever piqued my interest, I could always understand why some people liked them. They were untouchable gems on display for all to see. Something to strive for, to the stars and all that. But this gateway to the void, so casually tucked away in a forgotten hallway behind rusted doors and tarnished glass, you show me what humanity has been longing for so long. Just an inky vastness, pinpointed with stellar flames. And it's humbling. These could be the same stars I've seen before, but from a new perspective. Or not. They could be completely new and I'm just homesick. But I'd like to think that humans and Karain can both look up and see the same stars. I think I should ask Marruk about astronomy. After wiping some mysteriously accumulated water from under my eyes, I realize Marruk has made himself comfy and is just taking in the view as well. That must feel silly. I mean, there's nothing even to see. There are no planets, no view of Rias, no cool spaceships, no nothing. And yet I can't find myself looking away. We stay like this, unbothered and untethered from the rest of the station for what feels like a mark. I eat my food, now cold, all the same. Not even steps interrupt our silence. It seems this part of the station is in disrepair and disuse. I find myself inches away from a cold death, and yet this is the most comfortable I felt all week. I was the one trapped behind inches of glass just days ago, but this feels different. I am not the one who is trapped. It is. It may be small, most likely insignificant to it, but the void cannot touch us here. We are the observers and we have our place. Even now as the station is surrounded by it and we float through it, it is not throwing us to the charnel winds. It is embracing us, holding us tight and letting us dance endlessly under its starlit vigil. And it does not know it, and it will never know it, but it is at peace, and so am I, for at least the moment. Damn, that was beautiful. Yeah, oh man, that's beautiful. Oh man. No matter how big our problems are, God, just to think that we are we're the dust of the dust. We're the dust of the dust. crazy to think how much larger everything is than us, but we still feel like our entire reality revolves around us. Oh, anyway, y'all. Sorry, that might be my edible making this whole scene that much more impactful on me. But yeah, anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!